Ladies and gentlemen, happy Friday. Welcome to Finish the Story. I am your host, Keegan Ray. I am joined here by my co-host, producer, and best friend, Mr. Trent Ludzag. How you doing, bro?
I've been better.
Yeah? How was your trip?
It was, I tripped.
So walk me through this. If you can't tell on video, we assume that you can see Trent's got a little boo-boo.
Yeah. So I did a little comedy trip. I went out to L.A., hit some mics, did some weird shows. Then I went to Vegas, picked up Patrick Logan, my buddy, and we did some stuff in Vegas. And then we went back to L.A., and Patrick got to do a spot on the Comedy Store late night Saturday. It was awesome.
Yeah, that's so where did
I was in Vegas.
Okay.
And so I did a showcase that an old buddy got me on, helped me out. Adam Dominguez, check him out. Hola Habibi. Pretty fun venue.
That sounds fun.
Basically a patio. It's basically a patio with a small inside bar. So I'm drinking some beers.
Having some pops.
Hanging out at the shows.
Yeah.
And I get up to go to the bathroom, and I just tripped and did not catch myself very well.
Damn, dude.
I was distracted. I was watching the show, not paying attention. I almost didn't notice the trip, and I landed right on my fucking face.
Damn.
I mean,
Did somebody try to help you?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I fell, there were a couple people like, "Oh shit!" They were like, "Don't move your neck. Be careful." Because when somebody falls and visibly hits their face, you want to assume the worst until you know it's not.
Yeah.
So I get it's I'm like, okay, but they got me on my back, looked at me, and were like, "Oh yeah, you got fucked up, dude."
Yeah.
And here's the thing: that I took a couple days to show up.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, I got some scrapes on my face. My teeth feel a little weird.
Dude, that's the first thing. When you told me that, I was like, thank God you didn't knock your teeth out.
Yeah.
Because that would suck.
Yep.
That's an expensive fix, getting your teeth knocked out.
Yeah, buddy.
We knew a girl that did that at a bar, knocked her front tooth out. And everybody was telling her it was okay. I was like, quit lying to that girl, dude.
It's not. Yeah.
It's a nightmare, dude.
No, I think I'll be okay. I basically I have to eat food that's smaller than this right now and not crunchy because I can't open.
Oh, you can't. Oh, dude.
I can only open about that far. Yeah.
You're on that fucking
I'll
pudding diet.
I'll be fine. Yeah.
Damn.
Might go get a smoothie later.
You know it's a hard fall when people start giving you instructions.
Yeah.
Do not move your neck. Don't get up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when I stood up, as soon as I stood up, I was like, oh yeah, it's just I hit my head. But I definitely got a concussion.
Damn. Did you throw up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's concussion, dude. Damn. That's a not good throw up either.
No, it's a pretty uncomfortable one.
It comes on real quick, and you just, I threw up one time at football. That's how I knew I was fucked. I got hit, and then immediately when I got up, I threw up. And the same thing,
Oof.
The coaches were like, I got hit, and they were
I didn't throw up right away. I didn't throw up right away.
Yeah,
I threw up hours later.
Yeah, that night after the game, I threw up. When
I was just laying in bed, not sleeping.
Yeah.
But I was just laying in bed, and then I started feeling it in the tummy. I was like, I think I might throw up.
Yeah.
And I got up very calmly and walked over because I was just laying in bed, just hurting. And then, by
soreness.
2 days later, it all went numb because my nerves got tired of signaling.
They were
pain.
overworked.
Yeah,
they're taking a little siesta.
Yeah,
they're hanging out there.
So I'm hoping that they keep taking their nap, basically. But I can tell that
hopefully you get the feeling back.
Well, it will. But when it's healed, that's the thing. Is it still hurts technically, but I can't feel it as pain because. So it just comes off as numb.
How many people do you think fell in Vegas that night?
I'm 1 in a million, buddy.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
No, that's why I don't feel that bad. I do feel bad about falling. It's never good to go down at a comedy show that you were on before the show ends.
Oh, no, I didn't even think about that.
So I'm in the back of the show.
Did anybody say anything?
I was laying on my back listening to people roast me, laying on the ground.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I didn't mind. I was very much like, I know that I did this to me. Like, I fucked up.
That's a swing, too, because if you're just starting to roast somebody and you don't know if they're okay yet.
Nah, it was figured out that I was okay.
Okay. I was going to say, that's a big swing on stage. Yeah, like this clumsy motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're paralyzed.
Yeah, they're never walking again.
Yo, what? Like, damn. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're all right.
Yeah.
Is that
me
the
too.
hardest fall?
It's, as an adult, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked myself up a few times as a kid, but
Yeah,
as
but
an
you
adult,
bounce back.
yeah, as an adult, this
It's
is
different.
the hardest I've fucked myself up for sure.
Dude, Lil Jon had me dying on the way
So,
over
yeah.
here.
By the way, it has followed me back from Vegas.
Yeah. What happens in
So,
Vegas?
so
is-
they definitely lied,
Yeah, obviously they lied.
which is too bad.
Yeah.
You know, I was hoping I would just like drive to LA and halfway there, my teeth would just pop back to normal. And
Oh, your teeth feel out of place?
yes,
Oh,
but here's the thing: there's not like a visible gap. It's very small. It's very minor.
I can't believe you didn't
Like
check your tooth.
all of these teeth. Like
Damn.
this is all numb.
That's a slam.
This is numb.
Oh my god. Dude.
It starts feeling again around where the scrapes are. Yeah.
Yeah, Lil Jon told me he was running around with his kid and he was in his slides and he kicked you know how you kick your flip-flops back as a kid when you're
Yeah.
racing somebody? And he said, dude, he hit the hardwood floor with socks. He's like, my feet were
Oh
gone,
yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah.
Well, his mom was there, his kids are there, his wife's there. He said when he hit, it knocked all the breath out of him.
Oh.
So he's just a grown man laying on the ground like, and everybody's like, are you okay? He's like, he said he laid on the floor for 10 minutes.
That's
like,
fucking
Daddy needs.
Awesome.
I was like, damn, dude. Slamming in front of your kids is tough.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
You don't want them to see you like that. That's a very and you can't stop that. When you get the wind knocked out of you, you can't breathe. You panic.
Yeah.
Dude, his dad one time was he got his little brother, like one of those little dirt bikes. And his dad was riding it and fucking hit this ditch. And I'm talking about just completely wiped out, like where he thought he was going to be paralyzed. And they were just like, oh, my God, Dad. And he was like, do not call the ambulance.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have to call the ambulance. And the
Yeah.
EMTs show up and they're like, what was he driving? It's this tiny little bike. It's like as a kid, you don't realize like
Yeah.
how bad he
Yeah.
was. Probably laying in that ditch. Like, dude, I'd rather die.
I mean, I'm assuming you've slammed in public before.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What's your hardest?
I had multiple slams on bikes in Savannah when I was the drunkest, dude.
Yeah, that's a recipe.
Oh, yeah. I slammed one time, and it was this place in Savannah called the Pink House, which is like a really fancy restaurant, and they were just so busy on a Friday. And I was trying to run down the street to get cigarettes because I was working. So, dude, I hit some leaves and slammed. Same thing. They came out like, do not move. Like,
Yeah.
stay down. I was like, I got to go. I came back into work just completely. Like, I
Yeah.
left, and 15 minutes later, I came back in.
You're like
just-
in shock.
my arms, like, dangling. Everybody's like, what happened?
Your pupils are dilated.
Yeah,
You're
I just went to go
fucked.
get cigarettes
Ugh.
and just fucked myself. Didn't even get the cigarettes.
Damn.
Yeah, I couldn't even have a post-fall cigarette.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's hard to bounce back when you fall.
Yeah, it's been so long that I forgot how devastating it can be.
I mean, how many people fall on ice? I mean, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been years. I've been removed from that for years.
I think I would definitely slam. I don't even think about ice.
Yeah. No,
I'm
you
always
got
afraid of. I'm always afraid of falling at work because it's so slippery.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, if I go down, like if I tear my ACL,
And there's like knives and and hot stuff around.
oh yeah,
you could
you
really
fall into the fryer, you're fucked.
Oh, I don't like that you said that. That
Dude,
made me uncomfortable.
I love that at Two Birds, if you fall within not even 30 minutes, they post a clip on Instagram and tag you.
I like it, honestly.
They make sure you're all right. But yeah,
Yeah.
as soon as you fall, you're like, fuck. Everybody's laughing at me, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I almost fell the other night at work. I almost twisted my leg, and I was like, dude,
Ooh.
if I tore my ACL, like bringing somebody a beer, you'd have to put me down like a horse. Like you'd have to shoot
Yeah,
me, dude.
yeah.
Like that would put me out of work forever.
Yeah. I mean, I have heard apparently, is it ACL? Is that the one where if you tear it and then just deal with the pain, you can like it'll heal not back to how it was.
Yeah,
but
not
you
great.
but you can get back to where you're like walking and doing everything pretty much normally, just without that muscle.
I don't know. That would be my only choice. I don't have insurance.
Yeah.
That would bankrupt me. I'd have to go in there under a false pseudonym.
Yeah, dude.
It would be. I mean, especially with like surgery. You know. Thank God my brother had insurance.
Yeah.
I'd be fucked. Nah. So yeah, you were out traveling around doing comedy. I was doing fucking weddings, dude.
Oof.
I am weddinged out.
Yeah.
When you do them all weekend, it's like, dude, I hope I never hear Bruno Mars again. The wedding music gets to you. On like your third one in a weekend, you're just like,
you're
dude.
annoyed by it.
And it's like now we start playing games. They're like, are they a wobble family or a Cupid family?
Yeah.
Like, and then sometimes people they busted out the electric slide. That's a classic.
I mean, I would be annoyed after one wedding.
Yeah,
like
but the
by
money's
the end,
good. The
by
money's
the end
really
of
good.
one, I would be like sick of it.
Dude, people, especially now that I'm not drinking, it's crazy watching how fucked up people get. Like, they were at a rehearsal dinner on Friday night, and I was just like, dude, y'all have to be in a wedding in like 12 hours.
You should have seen me Thursday.
Yeah, we had, there's an archetype of person I didn't know existed that seems to be at every wedding now. It's a douchebag in a colored suit jacket.
He's always
I just
been
have
there.
never, I guess I've never
He's
noticed
always
it.
been there.
Dude.
You were too drunk and not hanging out with that guy.
Yeah, or maybe I thought it was cool. Like, I was
Oof.
drunk enough to be like, this guy's got it.
Oof. That's a...
Dude, this guy showed up in a pink fucking blazer, and his girlfriend wasn't in pink. Like, it was his date
Like it was
wasn't
his decision.
Yeah, it was like, dude, because I was like, oh, obviously he's matching. And then the girl that walked up was like in blue. I was like, the fuck is he doing, dude? He looked like Dumb and Dumber. Like, it was legitimately.
I mean, that guy bought that jacket at a Goodwill 30 minutes ago.
I don't know, dude. It fit too good. He was a big guy. It was tailored. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
And it wasn't like ironic.
It was like, this is who I am.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm gonna wear this salmon. He called it salmon. There's
did,
no
yeah.
way he said it was pink.
I just, when you said he called it salmon, a image of one of my teachers in high school flashed into my mind.
Yeah.
He used to say that shit.
It's like, bro, it's pink. Just own it. You know what I'm saying? It's fine that you're wearing
It's pink. You're allowed to wear pink.
Yeah. The worst is when you see somebody that like you tried to match your date and then you look
And
like
you're
a
just-
fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And she looks great.
Yeah.
Like, she looks wonderful. That happened the next
She
night.
did that on purpose, by the way.
Yeah.
If that's the case, she tried to. She doesn't trust you, and she wants you to look
Yeah,
like
she wants
shit.
you looking like a douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy had on like the girl had on this like gorgeous like open dress, looked like a salsa dress. I was like, damn, she looks like something off a movie. And then her date walked around the corner and had like a crushed red velvet. Looked like a fat Hugh Hefner. I was like, dude, this guy.
Man.
It looked like a Spirit of Halloween jacket.
Yeah, red for fancy like
With black, red and black.
Nah.
Terrible, dude. Terrible.
Yeah.
Like crushed velvet material. Just
no.
murdered him.
The only only a red tie, and that's if you're trying to look like Hitman.
I was about to say, or Republican. You're headed to the convention.
If you're trying to be JD Vance's for Halloween.
Did you?
By the
How
way,
many of
I
that?
should just tell people that I put on a semi-permanent, it lasts for a month, you know. I put on my Halloween costume early.
Oh yeah, you could tell people
Yeah.
to contact.
Yeah.
How long is that going to stay? They say.
Google says 10 to 14 days.
Damn, really? Just what is it? Just a busted blood vessel?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, you.
I
Can,
kind of wish it covered the whole eye.
yeah.
Because that would look way scarier, and it
Mhm.
doesn't hurt. So it's like it kind of doesn't matter. I just scare myself every time I look in the mirror a little bit. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah. Holy shit! I'm looking crazy.
that looks terrifying.
Yeah.
Like Saturday night, I was hanging out at the Comedy Store with Patrick. His friend Billy Myers runs a very fun show called Riff Raff.
Okay.
Check it out if you're in LA. It's very fun. So we were hanging out back there, and man, I lost my train of thought. What was I?
Talking about the Comedy Store in the back. Yeah.
No, I was tying it in. Oh yeah, I started because I was meeting comics. You know, like you're meeting comics.
Oh
And,
yeah, you're right.
and I started to notice when they would notice my eye. People be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And then they would like be like, "Yeah, I'm, you know, whatever. And then they would be like, I'm like, and then they would stop talking to me.
Yeah, immediately, dude. Just like, bro, last night this guy came up at work and he's like hanging on the register and he's like, yeah, I just can't shake this cold. And me and the girl that were taking orders were both like, oh, dude, like, at the same time. It was like, what?
Don't do that.
It's like, go home.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? And why are you touching everything? Like I thought he was kidding at first. Like the way he was touching everything.
I mean, he was probably
he's doing a bit.
Probably on cocaine.
Dude, that shit. When you get away from it,
because like
as a bartender, that's a death sentence. You get somebody on cocaine at your bar, you can't get away from them. Oh my god! And you know it's coming because you see him go to the bathroom. You're like, oh no.
Man, Patrick and I met a character of a person in Vegas. I
think that's where they're created.
At a late night open mic.
Mm-hmm. That's where they're at.
In a restaurant that was temporarily closed.
Oh, wow.
Like not an open restaurant, but they opened it for us, I guess, and we're running cash bar.
That sounds like somebody didn't know.
It was.
They're like, no phones, please.
It was a room that could have comfortably seated probably 200 people.
How many people were in there?
15.
Damn.
And 10 of them were talking loudly by the bar. And every one of them was a comic. 10-minute sets.
Oh, God. You're just up there dying.
Mm-hmm.
Just fucking dying, dude.
Yup.
You're like,
That's where I feel like Patrick hasn't traveled as much as me doing comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's where it really clicked for him that it's the same everywhere.
It is. It is the same.
He was like, I've been to rooms just like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's traveling either makes you excited about doing comedy or it makes you have a long drive home or flight home. Like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, this was one of those trips, which most of my trips I've come back very happy about.
Yeah. But you'll have
But this one is like, why am I even doing this?
Mm-hmm. I've had that thought while I'm on stage in the middle of what I'm saying. It's like, why am I even doing this?
I mean, I had 3 fun shows.
Yeah.
For the whole thing, probably.
How many shows did you do?
I mean, only like 6 probably, which is not good for being gone for 7 days.
It's
like
still
that's,
fun,
I mean, yeah.
Did you get to wander around Vegas?
Not a ton.
You were flying,
so that was the plan.
Yeah.
And then some stuff happened where I was unable to wander around Vegas too much.
Yeah. I've never been to Vegas.
It's a weird spot, man.
That's what everybody says. My brother's like, it is bizarre.
Dude, it's a city in the middle of the desert. It's like almost like, why would you do that in the first place?
I mean, it's just a big money laundering scheme. Like, that was the whole thing. The mafia was like, we have to fucking get this money clean.
Yeah, but money laundering is a very profitable business, Keegan.
I mean, for sure.
But then, I mean,
that's
like,
what this country's founded on.
The scale of it really is, like, impressive, though.
Yeah.
Like, when you're, like, driving, even on the highway by the Strip, you're looking at these buildings, and you're like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
These are huge buildings.
Yeah. You're like, this is what money laundering buys.
Yeah.
So what makes our country go around? I really think that.
Mm-hmm. It's part of it.
Yeah, I want to go so bad. I want to go to see the Sphere.
Yeah, I did. We drove by the Sphere a few times.
Yeah, what was on it? Like, what do they
just
have on
stuff.
it? Yeah.
Ads and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Is it just a big billboard?
Ads. Yeah, it's a big billboard.
Dude, I almost threw my remote through the TV because I just had the menu on, put the remote down, was feeding the babies. I looked up. It's a goddamn ad for Panda Express. Because Christina has that Fire
just setting
TV.
It down, yeah.
Yeah, you just set it down. It just starts running commercials.
Yes.
I mean, that's fucking stop.
Any
it's too
moment
much.
that you
that's
can
too
advertise,
much.
yeah. Doesn't it feel like we're in the second episode of Black Mirror?
Dude, that's what I thought. I was like, we're in a fucking simulation.
Yeah. Everywhere you look, it's an ad somewhere.
It fucking sucks, dude. Yeah, we went, oh, man, Billy's jinxed me. So Billy was talking about giving your kids vaccines. And I was like, he's like, yeah, you want to fight the nurse? Dude, that next day, we went and took the girls to get their round of vaccines. That sucks so bad.
Yeah.
It is not good.
No, I can imagine.
And the guy who did it was like a snippy little gay dude that didn't really say anything, just walks in and just jabs him with it. I mean,
Oh,
didn't
that kid-
say
that-
shit,
That
dude.
kid gave those girls the gay.
Well, it was more just like, dude, he didn't like say anything to us. He didn't try to comfort us. I was like, this guy all day is just making people's babies cry.
Yep.
Like, what is his day like?
That's his job.
He was cold. Dude.
That's why he's gay.
I was like,
He's like, I want to be as far from this situation as I can.
Yeah, it's like he's just been around babies so much. He's like, absolutely not. I'm doing everything in my power to stop this.
I'm not even gonna fuck the thing that could make that happen.
Not even by accident.
No chance.
Dude, the needle that they use is crazy too.
Is it big?
Yes.
It feels like you wouldn't need a big one.
That's what I thought. It was fucking, and they just jab and don't say shit. And then while we were in there, the lady is like, we're trying to ask questions about what's about to happen. Like, what are we doing? And she's trying to upsell us on some vaccine. I'm like, dude, what? She's like, yeah, we're in the trial period. I'm like, bro, stop. Look,
Nah.
dude. No, dude. I don't need a vaccine coupon. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What do I need legally for these children?
That lady
Like,
makes commission.
exactly. I was like, that made me sick to my stomach. When
Yeah.
she walked out, I was like, that phically made me ill.
Yeah.
That
No, the
she's trying to
medical system
upsell
is
us.
gross.
It was rough. Then,
That's why I'm just gonna ride this face thing.
dude, I totally understand. Right until you get gangrene like my brother.
Yeah. Exactly.
You just do it until they're like, hey, you have to come
It's
in.
just my face looks a little bit different now, and
No,
I
they're not
have
gonna
to, and
do
I have
anything
to be
for you.
okay with that.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah,
for
they're
you.
gonna tell me your face is never gonna be the.
They're going to be like, how many drinks do you have a day? Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up. That is
and
not the.
and then I'm gonna lie.
Yeah. Have you ever been honest with them?
Doctors, no.
I've only been honest when I was doing my wisdom teeth. And it was like the lady that was about to give me the gas. I was like, hey, I smoke a lot. Turn that thing up.
Yeah, we're gonna need some.
Yeah. I do drugs. Turn it up. I don't want to wake up.
Yeah.
Hand her a note.
Ugh.
Slip her a note. What the fuck?
That's The idea of waking up during surgery is
It's
terrifying.
terrifying. That is
So
one of my biggest fears. Of
it's
like,
such a scary idea.
that is just.
Dude, to wake up and all of your organs are like visible around you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's bad enough like when Christina got her C-section and they're telling her you're
No,
going to
yeah.
feel pressure and it's like, dude, that's bad. When you're numb from the waist,
If
like
your
from the neck
nerves,
down,
if your nerves are off and you're feeling pressure,
that's what I'm saying. if that means they're yanking you open.
yeah,
Yeah, they're breaking
they're.
something.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, that leads right into what I sent you.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I got a picture.
See, now I'm scared to look at this.
So a friend of mine sent me a picture a while ago, right? So
What
we were
the
in
fuck?
we were in a conversation, and I was
Oh.
going through my pictures, and this is her. Well, we don't have to tell. This is from a ER nurse.
Yeah.
Sent this picture in. So what we're looking at right here is that's a mag light.
That is it.
In
You can see
somebody's
where the
ass.
batteries go.
That's in somebody's ass, dude.
That would be difficult logistically.
Well, first off, all right. So that's what I said. I said, how does this even happen?
That would hurt so much in your guts, but like just to get it that far. How
Yeah.
do you get it that far before you're like, this is going to be a big problem?
This is what was explained to me. So I guess your asshole, your south mouth, is a suction. So once you start, so my man was probably just tinkering around, rooting around, and then once you get it in far enough, your ass just takes it.
Oh,
Like, dude.
wait, really?
Yes. It happens a lot. Like there's a lot of people that end up going to the ER with shit stuck
I mean,
in their ass.
I've heard about that. I just assumed people getting adventurous.
No, dude. It's a moment of where
So
you're
you gotta
in
like,
there.
so you gotta like tie a string to stuff.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, that's why butt plugs have the little fucking emergency
So
knob.
that it doesn't,
Yeah,
it can't go deeper.
yeah
Okay.
you got to have a fucking raccoon tail on there or something.
It feels like that would be the opposite. It feels like it'd be more of a vacuum situation,
Dog,
or more of a what's it called, like a leaf blower.
Yeah, you would think. It's not. It's a black hole sucking everything in, dude. Think about the moment though when you're.
Does that mean that you could technically eat that way?
Yeah, that's what boofing is. You can do drugs like that. Just put a little pill out.
I'm saying, like, could you like
eat a carrot. I
could you
don't
like
know.
work a banana up there and leave it until it absorbs
Possibly
into
yeah.
your body?
You could boof a banana for sure.
Yeah,
For sure. Now, if anybody catches you.
yeah. You shouldn't get caught doing it, but
No, but this is what I'm saying. All right. So what I started thinking about after I saw this photo was like, imagine the moment
This
where
is the
guy,
freakiest Friday, by the way.
Bro, the freakiest of Fridays. Imagine the moment where this guy loses this mag light. And you're just like, oh my God. And then you're like, this can't be. This cannot be. Like, there was a good.
It would be like you work in kitchen. It'd be like if you ever cut your hand really bad.
Oh yeah.
And there's that moment where you're like, whoa. Like, it would be exactly that feeling where like your stomach drops and you're like, oh, I fucked up so bad right now.
I mean, dude, this guy had to get surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
Yeah.
The moment of realization of just like, oh no, and then you have to call 911 because I don't think you could drive.
Sitting's probably difficult.
Yeah. So they gotta, dude, the embarrassment of just, I might just die.
Yeah. Yeah, that would just be, honestly, autoerotically asphyxiate for right
Christina,
there.
Help.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. You just
put that breast pump on my asshole and see if you can suck it out.
I mean, I don't know what you have to just swallow your pride and call 911.
Do you think that mag light still works?
It's shining. Stomach's glowing.
No, I was thinking like, if they pulled it out and it works, that's a really good advertisement for those.
Yeah,
mag
for the
lights.
mag light. Yeah.
I mean, it looks like it's one of the button ones. You can really see all the components of the mag light in there.
I mean, that's inside of that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That lives with you now. And that's not a small incision. I mean,
no.
they're gonna have to. I mean, imagine dying due to that. Like, that kills you. Your friends would never let you live it down,
no.
dude.
Well, you wouldn't take long, at least.
Do you think?
If you died from it?
How long do you think it would take if you just decided I'm just gonna
roll through this?
I'm not getting out of this bath.
Probably a week.
Oh my God, you died before no water.
Because my assumption is that if it's going that deep, it's gonna tear something, and if it's tearing something, you're gonna bleed.
Septic.
Probably not too much, but it's definitely gonna get infected. And I feel like that's what would probably kill you.
And I think this is because guys' sex toys are stigmatized.
Yeah.
So guys don't feel comfortable. You know, this would never happen if he would have just went through the proper channels.
Make auto blows cool.
I mean, just make, I guess, do you think he had the light on when he was using it?
I think there's a point where when it gets far enough up, it's not your decision anymore. It's your asshole's decision.
It's lights on, dude. Yeah, you never heard that about Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac? That was her preferred way to do cocaine.
Was through the butthole?
Oh yeah, because she can't be all stopped up when she's singing.
What a crazy lady!
Yeah, but you can't be all stopped up when you're singing.
Yeah, but the rest of them were.
Yeah, they weren't singing. Fuck them. And it's like, imagine being that guy. You're just the butthole guy. Just have to come in and medically administer Stevie Nicks cocaine.
Oh, you can't do it yourself?
I think you can. I think it's more fun if you have somebody else do it.
Yeah, it is more fun, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you could do it yourself. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be that difficult.
I have never boofed anything. It's never been that serious for me.
It feels like since I've never boofed anything, it feels like the first time is probably the toughest because you're like fighting a real tight situation there, you know?
Yeah.
It takes a little bit to loosen it up.
Yeah. I mean, I think I just never needed to be that high. You know, that I needed to put it in my ass. And I'm always afraid, like, if I OD'd, that would be a problem.
I've never mildly considered putting any type of substance up my butt for any reason. It's never been a thought that's crossed my mind.
I've seen...
Like, I've heard people say it, and I've always been like, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, I've seen totems at Bonnaroo that say, if you boof it, it's free. And it's like, you know, the logistically.
How many people die from that every year?
I mean, dude, there was those kids were doing the tampon-soaked tampons. Vodka-soaked tampons, tampon-soaked tampons. A vodka-soaked tampon.
Yeah.
That's a rough way to get alcohol poisoning.
Yeah, well, that's because you can't get rid of it.
No.
Once it's in your blood, it's there.
Yeah, you can't throw up.
Yeah, there's no, like, evacuating that.
That's what I'm saying. That's too. They say the Mayans used to do that. That they used to get so drunk that they physically couldn't hold down alcohol, so they would boof it. And they had a little...
Bro.
Talking about their calendar. I don't give a shit what the fuck they wrote down.
In the Army, I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true. They were saying that you can dump a bunch of cheap vodka into a hot tub and absorb it through your skin.
Dude,
but that seems like the easiest way to die.
Yes,
because you're just gonna pass out in a hot tub full of vodka,
and ruin a hot tub. You know how else you can get drunk? Drink it, and you don't need.
You can drink it too.
Gallons.
That's a good idea. People have been doing that one a lot longer.
That's crazy. That's somebody that just wants to die.
Did I ever tell you about Tear of the Dragon?
No.
Something these guys would do it in Korea.
That sounds terrifying.
They would get like I saw a guy do it with 151. You get a cap.
I'm out.
You fill the cap of the bottle, and you get a straw and you snort it.
No fucking way, dude.
I never did it, but I watched a couple people do it.
Why? That would feel like a dragon just came in your nose.
It looked very painful.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Well, you've heard of the Iron Man shot, I assume. I saw a couple people do that in the Army, too.
What is that?
It's a tequila shot, but the salt and the lime you don't do normal things with.
No.
You snort the salt, squirt the lime in your eye, and then take a shot.
Shit,
it's really
dude.
stupid,
That's like Steve-O.
I watched
that like ruins the party when you do that.
I saw somebody do it twice.
No, that guy's got problems.
It was his house.
Like, dude, call your dad.
Yeah,
Stop doing
it was not good.
That like ruins a party.
That guy had a wife and kid.
Oh my god, he's definitely hitting her. For sure, dude. I mean, that guy enjoys pain.
I'm not sure it's the same wife at this point.
No, I would bet money on that, dude. No way. She's definitely out of there. If he's doing 2 of the Iron Man shots, dude, I saw.
By the way, separate occasions.
Oh, I
never saw him do 2 in a night.
I thought you were saying after. That's why I was like, that's an insane person.
Yeah, no, separate occasions.
Okay, 7 occasions is better. I thought back to back.
But I feel like doing it once, I would never feel the need to do it again if I got drunk enough to be convinced that it was a good idea in the first place.
Yeah. You got to have some channels with your friends to step in. Be like, hey, we've seen you do it. You've proved it. We got you, dude.
We know you're a big man.
Yeah, we know you're sad. Like, we got it, dude. We get it. We get it. You're a sad man. Yeah, I dated this girl, and she read on the line. She was like, dude, you can do a neti pot with peroxide, right? And he just like, we'll do the neti pot with peroxide. What she didn't read was that you're supposed to dilute it. So she just filled this neti pot up. Dude. To this day, I just still can hear the noise that she made, dude. She was in the bathroom and she poured it. She's like,
that's such a crazy noise to make.
Her eyes lit up like a cartoon, dude, and she just spewed peroxide everywhere.
Oh my god!
And she just threw it down and she goes, "Don't do it." I was trying to help her, but I was laughing so.
That'll clear your sinuses pretty good, though.
It was like a bomb went off, dude. She had foam coming out. It was crazy. And it was like we read like 2 more sentences. It's like, dude, you're supposed to dilute that like 8 times.
Like a lot. Yeah.
She just did like a heroic dose of peroxide.
Oh my god. One time when I was a kid, I woke up and I had an ant in my ear.
Dude.
And the way to get that out is you got to lay on your side and fill your ear with peroxide, and then it'll float to the top, and you can dump it. Yeah.
How did you know there was an ant in your ear?
I didn't know what it was, but I woke up and it was like I could feel and hear something crawling deep inside my ear. It was one of the grossest feelings I've ever had.
That's the freakiest Friday.
Yeah.
Waking up to something crawling in your ear?
Inside of your ear, deep in your ear. Like you can tell it's deep enough that there's no way you can reach it.
I can't believe they got you to lay down and be still. I would have lost my mind.
It was over like an hour where I was like, what is and then my mom was like, oh, she got on the Google and figured it out. Did some sleuthing.
Over an hour? Dude.
We probably got it about an hour after I woke up.
I might have just bash my head against the fucking thing, dude. I would freak out.
Well, it's the first half hour you don't know what's happening. You're like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this weird feeling and sound I keep getting in my ear? And then I'm like,
oh, no.
And then as soon as you realize, you're like, I think there's a bug of some kind in my ear. And then your mind is just like, it's a spider. I'm going to die.
Yeah, it's laying eggs currently.
Oh, no.
That's like an urban legend. Like a spider gets in your ear and lays eggs.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
That sucks. I woke up one time at my grandparents' house and just ants all over me. Just woke up in a bed and one of the kids had left a sucker. Yeah, dude. Just woke up to just an army.
Covered.
Yeah. That's a terrible way to wake up.
Yeah.
I ran out in the living room. My grandfather was playing Tetris in his underwear. He's just like, what the fuck?
Why are you covered in ants?
Yeah. I hated that because as a kid, man, it always, like, when you were a certain age, like, even if it was your grandparents' house, it was always weird staying somewhere else.
Yeah.
It always creeped me out.
My grandma actually had this bed that everybody would fight over. It was like a twin bed, and it was, I don't know how, but the softest bed I've ever laid on still.
Oh, see.
And
that's
it was,
nice.
everybody we'd all like, because grandma had a lot of beds around just for like, I mean, she had 11 kids. You know, she's got to have room for people
Jesus
to crash.
Christ, dude. That's crazy. It's like that's a clan.
Yeah.
That's a clan.
Yeah. No, the Ludzak clan.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. At that point, you have a crest. There's 11 people. Yeah,
we had a lot.
My grandparents had them like Great Depression beds. Them shit sucked.
Yeah.
They had the creepiest house to this day that I've ever been in. It was so scary.
Still?
What was scary was like when we were kids, we were creeped out, and then as I got older, I was like telling them how scared we were, and then all my aunts were like, "Oh no, that was the scariest house."
Yeah.
Dude, my uncle ran out of that house naked because he was in a shower and said he looked over and saw somebody and fucking ran out of the house naked.
Yeah.
Like, didn't grab a towel, nothing.
So definitely haunted. Like, have you seen haunted shit there?
This was their old house, so I was only there when I was a kid. But yeah, dude, it was like one of those houses where we would dare each other to go upstairs, and you'd like go upstairs, and it was just terrifying. Like, it was the feeling, like your skin would crawl, you get the chills, and it was scarier when all of the adults were like, "Oh yeah, we don't go upstairs." Like, what? Yeah, it's terrifying up there, dude.
Yeah, my grandma moved into a newer house when I was still a kid, so it wasn't too bad. It was basically after my grandpa died, it was like, you don't need a farm.
Yeah.
You
dude,
know?
Same thing with my grandmother. She's like out there cutting the grass in her 70s. You're like, dude, what are we doing here? You don't need.
I mean, this was like a full blown, like he had cows.
Yeah, you don't.
It was
cows.
a full blown farm.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And we fucking, that farmhouse though is still in the family, and man, that thing, it doesn't feel haunted. Because I think they built it. I think they got it new. So
It's
it
just
wasn't
creepy.
like, so it didn't have like, generations of murder in it before. But it did have a root cellar that did not feel very comfortable.
No, dude. There's things that are inherently creepy.
So I think the root cellar was because that's where we would, every year, because like a lot of the family hunts up there, hunts deer. And you'd shoot your deer. We'd hang them from the barn. All the ones that everybody in the family got. And then you'd... in one day we'd skin them, cut all the meat off, and then we'd go in there and butcher it down in the root cellar.
Yeah, see, I feel like that's like a vacancy sign for demons. They're like creeping around and they see fucking dead animals. They're like, yeah, perfect. They're slaughtering souls down here. I'll hang out in the root cellar. Yeah, root cellar, no thank you.
Yeah, we used to butcher meat down there all the time.
Yeah, that's a creepy
And it would
place.
be like a full day. It'd be like 5 or 6 deer. We'd have
Did you ever go down there by yourself?
Not a lot.
No, that's what I mean. It's cool. It's one of those things. How crazy is it? It's fine, like, until you're there by yourself.
Like, there was a period where that house, and it still might currently be uninhabited, but just, like, families around and checks on it every once in a while, whatnot. Sometimes different, like, cousins will move in there when they need his place. But when it was uninhabited, we would go in there. We'd play, like, airsoft inside there.
No, that's dope.
Pretty fun.
No,
But
that is cool.
But nobody would go in the root cellar.
No, dude. I'm not going in a fucking root cellar.
We'd be in the attic and fucking upstairs all over. No root cellar.
Yeah. It was like when we were kids, there was this like old abandoned like cabin in the woods that was like way back there. And even as a kid, I had no, like, everybody, that was the big thing people wanted to do. It's like dare each other to go in there. But even as, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, we had a cabin like that too.
Yeah, I'm like, that's where they found all those dead cats. Yeah, like sacrificed.
I wasn't there, but so that cabin, it was the old hunting cabin out in the hills. We called it.
That's some scary territory, dude. When something is described as the hills.
So my dad wanted to rebuild it years ago.
Yeah.
So he was like, "Well, we got to get rid of this one. We'll just burn it. Just burn it down.
Nice.
You know, get some machines out here, redo the ground, put something new on top." I wasn't there, but from what I heard when they burned it, maybe thousands of rats were just started running out as they burned it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Dude, see, that's scary.
No,
I don't need ghosts. Like, that's what's scary
As
to
a
me.
kid, we weren't allowed to go in there.
Yeah.
Because it was like, I mean, just the amount of sharp, rusty metal and glass and shit just around.
Yeah, just that's where tetanus grows.
Like, literally falling apart.
Yeah.
It was nasty as fuck.
Oh my God. Yeah, the rats. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't have to be ghosts for something to be creepy as shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be around 1,000 rats.
Now we got a little one-room cabin with, 6 bunks, big-ass card table, wood fire, and it has a radio and, like, lights and stuff, all run off solar. Pretty nice.
That is nice.
Same outhouse from the original one, though.
Dude, fucking outhouse.
Generations.
Dude,
generational use of this outhouse.
That's a scary fucking midnight poop.
Dude,
you're out there pooping at night.
The worst poop maybe of my whole life. Not the worst. It's top 5, though. Is being like a teenager, staying in the newer cabin and going out hunting. And then it's like you wake up at 4 a.m. because you got to be out at your spot before the sun comes up. So you wake up at 4 a.m. You're like, all right, I guess I'll poop. Northern Wisconsin, mid-November, pooping at 4 a.m. Dude, it's like 20 degrees outside.
Why have an outhouse? Why not do plumbing inside?
You couldn't really get it in there.
Damn.
I would say build a
separate shed.
Build an updated outhouse.
Yeah, that has some heat.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Because I bet it's wafting up from that hole.
Yeah.
Too.
I mean, it's not. Actually, you don't really smell it too much.
Not even the smell. I'm talking about the chill.
Oh, the chill.
That chilly air hitting your ass.
Oh yeah,
dude.
It's bad.
Yeah, because I don't think the smell would be that bad in the cold.
No,
but the fucking cold air, like, that's the worst part about camping. When you're laying in your tent and you're nice and warm, or in your hammock and you're like, oh my God, I gotta shit. And you fight it for a while.
Yeah.
You lie to yourself like, no, I don't.
Yeah. You try as hard as you can.
Dude, I had to do that. So I went and got a haircut the other day, and I just rolled out of the house, fucking was headed in there. I got a coffee. I got like a latte with an extra shot. Threw in a Zen, was ripping my pen, and as I was walking in, I chugged the rest of this latte on an empty stomach.
Ooh.
Dude, this guy was cutting my hair, and
ready to fire.
Dude, it came on like a wave. Like, this is how bad it got. I'm sitting there, and I'm fighting it. In my mind, I'm like, I'm going to throw up. Like, my mouth is getting wet, and I'm like, no, you're not, dude. It's a packed barbershop. So I'm like, where you're getting to the point where I'm investigating where the bathroom is. Like,
you're looking through the mirrors.
I'm like, dude, where do I have to get to?
Try not to move your head.
Yeah. Trying not to. So I'm like trying to find a plan, because I'm like, I'm going to have to tell this dude to stop. It's busy, so he's not going to want to stop. And then I'm going to have to get up and run over there. Am I going to take the smock off, or do I run with the smock? So I'm trying to figure all this out. I'm like, wave of nausea. Dude, it gets so bad, he just stops cutting my hair, and he turns on the blow dryer with cool air and just starts blowing it on my neck. And I'm like, do I look that bad?
Wow.
He's like, I'm just blowing the hair off. I was like, all right, dude. What a trooper, though.
Yeah, you looked so bad that he knew what to do.
Oh, yeah. He probably was looking at me like, this guy's about to throw up in my chair.
I don't want that.
I was like, what a fucking all-star. I had to throw him the fat tip for that.
Oh, yeah, you gotta.
And then you fight it down, it goes away. But that fucking wave, like coffee on an empty stomach, and you're trapped. It's like, I haven't felt nauseous where I couldn't move.
Yeah, that
where I was
sucks.
just in this chair like, oh, fuck, dude. Yeah. Not a good feeling. And to
Oof.
think, I just kept. Then after I got through it, I was just thinking about how funny it would have been if I just like exorcist vomited
Just hit the mirror.
in a packed barbershop, dude. Or just like he's like doing my beard, and I'm just like.
Oh, that's how you get a lifetime ban from a barbershop.
Oh yeah. Or if he cuts your fucking ear off because you fucking projectile vomit and rip forward.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's a barbershop. I went to the one that's like kind of, it's like a real barbershop, so it's always packed and everybody's always like talking shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I don't even have social anxiety, and that shit gets me anxious.
Gets you going, yeah.
It really does. And it's like not only am I trying to have this bullshit small talk conversation, I'm watching myself have it in the mirror.
Yeah.
So
It's annoying.
Yeah, you see how disinterested you are.
Yeah. Well, I go to salons now.
Oh, how was
my
that?
hair is too pretty.
How was the salon?
It's nice. I didn't like. That's when I get it cut. It's been a while,
Yeah.
but
They do your hair? They wash it?
oh yeah,
Dude, that is the best. Kind
Yeah.
of feel like a perv, though.
little head massage.
Yeah.
No, it's nice.
It is nice.
And I'm real. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair, so I'm very like dealer's choice. I want it
Yeah.
about this long. You do.
I mean, if you're going to a salon, yeah.
yeah.
You don't dealer's choice at like a Great Clips.
No.
You
no,
know
no,
what I
no.
mean?
No, sports clips. They don't even know what that word mean.
No.
Those words mean.
No. They'll just give you the prison cut.
Yeah.
This is what I think white people's hair looks like.
Just like a buzz cut every time.
It's like some lady that was cleaning houses yesterday. She's just chopping people's hair. A bad haircut is devastating, dude.
Yup.
That's why I go to that barbershop when I get my beard trimmed, because I'm always
Yeah.
like, dude.
That's why I go to a nice place. Like
You
I
have
go
to.
I don't go to a shitty salon.
Haircuts, healthcare, tattoos. I'm not looking for a deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't need a deal.
It doesn't need to be cheap as long as it's good.
Yeah. You know how many people have told me, like, I got a deal on this tattoo? And you're like, yeah.
Well, I can
I
tell
see that.
why. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that guy on Xanax?
I would be upset for you if you paid for that.
If you paid anything for that, that guy got one over on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad tattoos.
People-
Hopefully, we were talking about that. Christina was talking about that, about if we're going to let the girls get tattoos. I was like, hopefully by that time it'll be out.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Because girls get the worst tattoos.
Yeah.
Girls get stupid fucking tattoos all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's that stage, you know? It's just like they're like,
There's just like a phase where it seems, and I mean, guys go through it too, but I feel like you see more guys who get one and are like, not for me.
yeah.
Like I did that. I know multiple people. Girls, if they start, they just get locked in, it seems like.
Yep.
I've never met a girl who got one tattoo and was like, not my thing.
Yeah.
They're
get
like-
multiple.
If they want it, they're going for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think you can stop that, to be honest. So, really, you got to make that decision and how you raise them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not your decision to make eventually.
Yeah,
so.
because if you tell them no, that's when they go and get like a terrible tattoo on their pussy or
That's
something.
how you get a tramp stamp.
Yeah. It's something when they're like at the pool and you're like, what the fuck is that?
Barbed wire?
God, dude. Yeah, I mean, I dated a girl that had birds on her pussy that was like right now. I mean, and it was like an outline that she got when she was 16. And it wasn't even a good tattoo. I was like, that guy, I don't even think he was a tattoo artist.
No,
That guy was just looking at your pussy.
That was a pedophile.
Yeah, like, you're like, the more you tell me about this story, I think you need to see somebody. Like, you
Yeah.
need to talk this through.
You've been molested.
It was crazy. I was just like, that's a bad tattoo to have that you have to look at every day. Like, every day. And it's not even like a fun bad tattoo.
No.
Like, I want to get dino DNA. I want to get that Jurassic Park little
Yeah.
guy. I think that would be great. Every day I would look at that and laugh.
Yeah.
Dino DNA.
Yeah.
Did you get some reading done on the plane?
I got an unbelievable amount of
Dude,
reading
that's
done
good reading.
over this trip.
Plane reading is. Did you put headphones in
Yeah.
just to block it out?
I slept most of the way back,
Mm-hmm.
but the way there, yeah, I just put on a playlist and read the whole way.
Oh, so you listen to music while you're reading?
Yeah. Well, I'm not listening to music. It's just kind of background noise.
What kind of music are you listening to?
Whatever.
See, I couldn't do it.
It doesn't matter that much.
If it had, see,
I mean, I can't listen to like party music. Like,
just-
yeah, yeah.
Just knocking pages out. No, I can't do anything with I could do like ambient music. I don't think I could do anything with lyrics.
Really?
Yeah, because music is so like it's what I hear.
Well, once I get locked into the book, I'm like,
I don't know. I think that would keep me from getting locked in.
But yeah, so I've been reading like crazy.
That's
I'm
awesome.
like almost halfway through. I was halfway through the second book of a series when I left, and now I'm halfway through the third book.
Yeah.
So I've read like a full book's worth. And these are not tiny books.
I was about to ask, are they big books?
Yeah. The first two are 500 apiece. The third one is 600.
That's dope. Yeah, plane reading is the best.
Yeah, and yesterday I had a good plan for sleeping on the plane, and I don't know why I couldn't do it the whole way, but I showed up at the airport because I had to drop off the rental car.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed up at the airport like 4 hours early, and I went to the bar.
Yeah.
Get like 4 beers in you, and then you go sit there, let it kind of fade off, and then by the time you're on the plane, you're just sleepy.
Did you get a drink on the plane?
No.
No.
Dude, I was asleep before the service cart came through the first time.
God damn, dude.
And I slept, and then I woke up and I had like 2 hours left on the flight.
Did you like that or hate that? I feel like I would hate that.
I wanted to go. I wanted to sleep the whole thing.
Yeah.
But like once I was awake, I was like, all right, whatever.
I've only slept on one flight, and I've basically blacked out. I was so drunk when I got on the plane. That's the only one I've ever slept on. I don't know. I'm so anxious on planes. I can't sleep.
I entirely avoided jet lag when I went to Korea.
Mm-hmm. Just by sleeping?
I stayed up for almost 48 hours before I got on the plane, and then I slept through the entire 8-hour plane ride, and then we landed in the morning.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't sleep the best, but I slept for 8 hours.
Did you have jet lag on the way back here?
Yes, because I tried to do that again, but I fucked it up.
So how do you get over jet lag? Like,
I mean, you just get used to the... Like, jet lag was a problem in L.A. because it would be like... I'd be trying to wait for a spot, and it's like, we're coming up on midnight, and then I would just get super tired and be like, I've never been... Like, I'm normally not this tired at midnight, and then it's like, oh, because it's 3 a.m. where I live.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah. I've been going to bed so early. I'm an old man, dude. Just so quick.
I mean, obviously, you're continuously sleep deprived for the rest of your life now. Of course.
mean, yeah, dude, that's not a joke. I thought everybody was exaggerating. It is not a joke. Dude,
No.
I did the most old man thing the other day. Woke up. I was feeding Emma. I had a cup of coffee, and I sat, and I looked up, and there was a fox outside. And I just watched this fox hang out and, like, take a nap. I just, like, sat there, and I was, like, watching it, and I was like, when the fuck did I get 75?
No, that's sick. A fox?
Mm-hmm.
Foxes are skittish. You don't get to see
Dude,
foxes
so
a
he
lot.
was up on this thing, and there was, like, steam coming up. And I think it was, like, a mulch pile. So we think that maybe there was, like, steam there. But, yeah, he came up and, like, just laid up there and took a nap.
Nice.
Yeah, because I've never seen a fox. I've seen him like running down the street or something.
You never see him just chilling.
Mm-hmm. And they look like, dude, he was cute as shit.
No, that's nature. And you've been playing Ghost of Tsushima, so you're
that's
like really.
That's all I was saying, dude.
So you're like really into foxes.
Yeah,
You're like, I wonder
if I could pet it.
I gotta go follow that guy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I wonder if I could pet it.
Yeah.
She was like, you cannot go out there and pet a fox.
We gotta go find the shrine.
Yeah. Go fucking play my flute for the cats. I'm almost off that island. I love that game.
Yeah, it's great.
I can't wait. They got me. I'm buying a PS5.
For the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it'll be a couple years before it hits.
Mm-hmm. I found out one of the dudes I work with plays. Bro, when you start playing that game a bunch, you start just like while I'm working, I'm like thinking about combos.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
It's cool because Christina likes it. Like she likes to watch it. She hates when I play Apex. She's like, all you do is scream at kids on Apex. Because I'll just be like, that's why your fucking dad won't call you back, dude. You left me out there.
I think Assassin's Creed Odyssey should be the next one you do.
Either that or Red Dead, dude. I want to be a bad guy.
Red Dead 2 would be
I want to be
awesome,
an outlaw.
Yeah.
Because you
Red
can
Dead
be outlaw,
2.
right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, because I'm at Ghost.
In both of those games.
Yeah. Ghost, I don't sneak anymore. I'm coming in.
You're just slaughtered.
I'm standing off, dude. I come in, first dude's dead immediately.
Well, once you start getting the right charms, you can stand off, like, I think up to 5 dudes in a row.
I saw that. I haven't had that yet because I'm still on the fucking island. I'm stuck on
you
this.
get that on the mainland.
Yeah, I'm stuck on the island, dude. Which those missions are so fucking hard. Thank
Mm-hmm.
God for people that make YouTube fast runs.
Yeah, I needed to look a few things up in that game, too.
Yeah. I mean, but dude, I went on this guy who had an amazing page. I almost want to plug this dude because he only had like 30 views and his video was so informative. I was like, this guy rules.
I mean, it's pretty easy to. I found one. This might have been an Assassin's Creed walkthrough I found for this like very convoluted, confusing dungeon area where it's like there's a specific pot you have to break to slide under a hole that's hidden by the pot. Where it's
so
like,
do you walk away when you get frustrated, or what do you do?
I'll look it up.
Yeah, you just look it up?
I just look it up. So I found this one where it was like, I mean, based on voice alone, like this guy was like a 75-year-old retired police officer.
Fuck yes, dude.
Like you could tell he had like a full white goatee.
Hell yeah,
just off of his voice.
Yeah.
And he's playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, giving you the walkthrough.
I love it, dude. That reminds me of my grandpa, dude. My
Pretty
grandfather
sick.
was like that. He loved video games.
Yeah.
He was always playing video games. That's what I'm saying. It was like 2 a.m. I'm getting attacked by ants. That dude's in his underwear playing Tetris.
Actually, they just dropped the newest Assassin's Creed on Steam while I was
what
gone.
is it? What is the newest one? And then we'll get out of here. I think we did over an hour.
It is...
We did the Freakies Friday. Butt stuff.
the scariest a Friday gets.
That is. The embarrassment of dying from that would just... That's not the legacy you want to leave behind.
No.
And especially if you have kids, dude.
So
you have to tell the EMTs, never tell my daughters.
It's called Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's in Baghdad.
They're like, Assassin's Creed, you're in Israel.
That's Iraq.
Oh, that looks fucking great.
Oh, yeah. No, these games look
Jesus.
amazing. Yeah, this is the... And then I think the next one they're coming out with... Actually, I heard that they're having issues with it, with, like, trying to figure it out, because it's Japan. It's feudal Japan.
Oh, dude.
So they're struggling a lot with not just making Ghost of Tsushima, but worse. Because Ghost of Tsushima, what it really is, what it boils down to, is it is the best Assassin's Creed game ever made. It's not an Assassin's Creed game, but they did exactly what Assassin's Creed does better than Assassin's Creed ever has, I think.
Yeah. It does rule.
So now that Assassin's Creed is trying to do Japan, they're like, we got to not make it that game.
Yeah.
And they're struggling with it.
Yeah, dude. And then Ghost is hitting them with a new one. It's like,
Yeah.
good luck, dude. Good luck.
Uh-oh.
All right, man. I think we did it.
Yep, 57 minutes.
All right, perfect. You got anything?
Actually, yeah.
Hey, and if you're still listening to this, guys, go onto the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/finish the story. We got some playlists. We got some extra episodes. I'm glad everybody's been joining the Spotify. The Spotify's growing every day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Every day I've been checking the analytics. So.
If you're listening to this the day it comes out, the next day I'm recording some stand-up with my friends Patrick and Billy and Sham and maybe Keegan if he can make it, but probably not.
What are you going as in for Halloween?
Whatever works with this fucked up face, man.
I don't know. We'll have to think about it. I got a Jesus costume.
A losing MMA fighter?
Yeah. Conor McGregor. I'm going as Jesus. I got my Jesus outfit.
I got a joke I got to tell you when we get off here, but
all right.
Hit me up if you want to go to the recording thing. I think we can probably sneak some people in, even though it's technically at like a private house party.
Nice.
I'm doing the Skull Mic on the 30th. On the 2nd, I'm doing some show near Nashville called Deliciously Nothing, and that's what I've got coming up so far.
Nice. All right, man. Well, yo, make sure you follow us on the Spotify. Don't just listen. Go follow us and put a like on the YouTube. Thank y'all. Later.
Yeah.